Well, it's been a hot minute since I've last made a video. I'm out here in the garage once again. A couple years ago I made a video of this Magnavox TV. Somewhere on my most viewed videos, so you can check that out. I'll try to put link in the description if I remember to, that is. This hasn't been ran in about 6 years. Definitely needs to be cleaned up a little bit, as you can tell. For those who don't know, TV did work last time I used it. The DVD player worked, but the VHS player tape mode switches failed, which is very common for these Funai units. Is that they're good? They're good for the first couple years, and then they have nothing but problems. Really dirty. Haven't been out here in the garage lately that much. So, I guess we're gonna try to turn on this TV and see what it does after sitting for almost 6 years. But I gotta get all this cleaned up first. So, yeah. I'll try to figure out what the model for this is, so stay tuned for that. Whoop! Look out for the wasp. I don't know if you just saw that. I got late painting the camera there. I'm not a fan of wasps, as you could tell. I've already done sprayed one wasp out here. Yeah, I gotta clean all this up, you know. Anyways, I'll be back here when I get this cleaned up. Well, it's not 100% clean, but it's clean good enough. Probably could have shop vacuumed it or just blown it out with the air compressor. I don't feel like going out to the shed and grabbing the Nitro right now, so I'm gonna see if I can get the model for you, because I don't think I showed it last time. I know some people have been asking. There you go, there's the model right there. Pause and rate if you have to. So, yeah, like I said, it's not 100% clean. Whoops, I apologize. Anyways, right in my eyes and face. Like I said, this garage, I'm gonna have to clean it up again. I done vacuumed it a couple years ago. It's gonna be that time again. That dust went right in my eye too. Yeah, it would be a lot smarter if I had safety goggles, you know. Oops. Okay. Put that back in place. That's good enough. Now I got to figure out power. Apparently they declined not to put an receptacle right there. However, there is one back there and one right here. So there's a total of 2 outlets. Would have been 3, but they declined to put one right there for whatever reason. I don't know why. Oh, maybe this is why. Yep, an outlet outside the garage. So, yeah, so I mean, like I said, it would be a lot better if this had one. So now I gotta bring an extension cord, which, yeah. I think I need to clean up the power cable first. So, you know, yeah. Let me just grab some more paper towels, clean up the power cord, and I'll be right back. Alright, well, it may not be 100% clean, but it's clean good enough. Let's plug this in. I don't have the power strip on yet. The one I originally brought out here is too short, and I don't feel like walking all the way back there just to plug it up with all these bikes and whatnot in the way. So, also, we do have an RCA stereo down here. What happened was the CD player went out in it and they stopped using it. It's been sitting in the shed, so I brought it in here. I tried to fix the CD player and the motor decided it wanted to break, so I just disconnected the power going to the CD player. The tuner and all that stuff still worked, but I'm not going to be testing it on this video. I don't feel like hooking up the speakers. In fact, where is the other speaker? I just realized that. Oh, it's behind it. Okay, I see it now. It's behind the other one. Okay. Okay. Whew. Yeah, so that's the story of that RCA player. There was also another issue where if it was sitting idling for like a couple days, powered off, it would not turn on until you kill power and like unplug it or plug it back in. So yeah, we won't be running that on this video. So, alright, well, we're all set and ready to go here. Well, I need to get... You know what I do need to do? Because I don't want to chance using the buttons on this TV because they're probably all dirty and need to be sprayed with deoxit. I don't have any deoxit on hand. Let me go find the original remote and put batteries in it before we start it up. Alright, got the remote here. Hopefully it's still good. You know how certain CRT monitors have this little, what is it called, degauss noise? Well, every time this TV gets power, like when it first receives power, it makes that little degaussing noise. Maybe it's like a little vertical noise, I don't know. But let's go ahead and power it on now. Using this RCA power strip. Because I don't think I got a better one that's long enough, so. I would turn the fan off, but it's really hot in the garage, so you have to excuse the fan noise. Alright, see what happens. Hope nothing blows up. 3, 2, 1. Well, no, the camera probably didn't pick it up, but it does make a little degauss noise. I did hear it. Nothing blew up yet, thankfully. Yeah, the microphone probably didn't pick it up, because like I said, it's fans running in here and I don't feel like turning it off. So got the power, we got the remote. See what happens. Hope nothing blows up. You're kidding me, right? Whoa, hello. Nice. We got picture. Let's turn that mess off. Ooh. Yeah, it's certainly been a hot minute since I've last been on a CRT TV. Does have a... I forgot to say what the inputs are. So you have composite, video in, audio, headphone port, and then the back is VHF, UHF, whatever that is, and then on the side there's an orange cable. I think that's coaxial audio. I forgot. I think I showed that earlier, but I forgot. So on aux, I really don't have anything to test it with. I mean, I could bring my Wii console out here just for testing purposes, but I think these ports need to be sprayed with deoxit because I think last, if I remember correctly, it's having some... It had some connection issue. Sorry, my brain blacked out there for a second. So, excuse me. Alright, so we go to DVD mode. So there's... Well, it looks like the drive's still working. That's good. For whatever reason, there is no eject button on this. There's no eject button on this remote. I don't know why. But I think we'll just, let's just make sure the buttons are still working. Oh yeah. Whoa, that's slow to come out. Well, at least the belts are still working and whatnot. Alright, just for... Oh, you know what? I forgot to grab the DVD and the VHS tape out. I need to go back inside and grab that real quick. The camera's not picking up. The picture's a little shaky here. I don't know if that's a good sign or not. It's shaking a little bit. I'm surprised nothing's blown up yet. Like I said, it's been like almost 6 years since this last had power. I'm just going to pop a CD in it just to see if it still works. I'm going to be using the Maxwell CD, DVD, CD-ROM lens cleaner. Which, what they tell you is to go to track 2 anytime during the first track. Play it for a minimum of 20 seconds. And then stop it. So... see what happens here. Like I said, you have to excuse the mess. Of course, I got to set the phone down and I open it one-handed. I had to come in here. It's really too hot in here to be cleaning right now, so I should have done that before the summer. So let's see if it'll even read. I should have probably turned the fan off so that way everyone can hear it better, but oh well. Let's see if it'll... Oh yeah, it reads. Uh-oh. Oh, I gotta press play, I think.
To clean, select track 2 at any time during this message. Play track 2 for a minimum of 20 seconds. During the cleaning process, you will hear a tone. At the end of 20 seconds, press stop or switch to track 3 and enjoy the music. Click.
So I'm on track 2. I had the volume too low. Sorry about that. It's just, and I wasn't even counting. Uh-oh, look out for the wasp. I don't want them stinging me. I don't like wasps. Alright, I think that's good enough. So, we'll eject. So the DVD player works. These Funai units for the DVD player, they're not usually a problem. It's the VHS is what is most likely the problem. Now I've seen a lot of 12-volt vids videos. There's all kind of different eject error codes. It all depends on, like this one I think has the eject T error code, but I've seen other codes like C as in cat. So 12-volt vids, if you are watching, appreciate it. You know, it would be nice to ship this off to him to try to fix the VHS player, but unfortunately he doesn't accept any US donations, which is, you know, understandable. Lives all the way in Canada, eh? I apologize. Okay, so let's go back. Oh my goodness! You know, it'd be a lot smarter if I remembered to lower the volume first. Let's just go to aux so we can get rid of all that noise. I got a little Maxwell tape here. Cassette tape. It's a recordable tape. Now, I'm not going to be doing any recordings or any of that, because, like I said, the VHS player is barely functional. Let me get this out the case real quick. Alright. Now, I don't know which tape I grabbed. This is either the one that I recorded that was shown in the video from almost 6 years ago where I recorded NASCAR 07. You know, the video games, what I'm saying. Or this is the one that I recorded off the Nintendo Wii. So, I don't know which one. I don't want to be playing this too long because I was doing SP EP record testing. And with the mode switch being found on this, yeah. So let's just see if this even works. Now, if I remember correctly, it's gonna go in, come back out, and then go back in and accept it. So let's see. So let's see what happens. So it says stop. And it's stuck. Nice. Let's see if it'll come back out. Hopefully. And it shuts off. Nice. Well, you know, maybe it would be a lot better if I cleaned inside of here. That's probably why it's not ejecting right. Oh, goodness. Alright, well. Great. Now it doesn't even want to accept the tape. Well, it accepted the tape almost 6 years ago. Why is it... Something definitely got mashed or something. I don't really want to take this whole case apart because not knowing what I'm doing. So, I'm sweating out here, guys. Like I said, I'm not used to the heat. So, well, let me just try it. Let me actually just do this. Let's do this. Kill power. And watch what happens when it kills power. Yeah, you see that? The DVD and the record lights come on as it loses power. That's crazy. Let me see if I can get a paper towel and try to wipe that up, see if it'll eject. Oops, paper towel's in the way there. You just chilling there, huh? Anyways, yeah. So, got a little sidetracked here. Let's see if we can just wipe this up. Hopefully it'll eject again, because... Ooh. You know what? The tape is a little... Oh, there it goes. Just needed assisted. It'll probably eject now. I just realized the tape was kind of unleveled, and then when I go to pull it up, it'll probably eject once I turn power back on to it. But I just want to wipe this up, because that's probably why it got stuck in the first place. Should have just blown this out with the air compressor. Like I said, I didn't feel like going out to the shed and grabbing that. Alright, let's power it back on. My whole back is covered in sweat just by standing out here. You know, someday we'll just end up getting a little window AC unit out here and whatnot. Let's see what happens when we power it back on. Nothing happens. Oh, there it goes. Now it ejects. So I'll need a little assist there. I probably could have got it unstuck with a flathead screwdriver. Let me see if we're going to get an error code. Nope, just says eject. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if it'll accept it this time. There it goes. Then it'll probably eject again. Oop. I think the motor's a little weak here. It may not even accept it at all. Let's try again. Usually it used to accept it on the second try. Looks like it's not. Looks like it's not going to accept it. So, and it didn't used to have difficulties ejecting, I remember. So something's definitely not right. It's probably from all the heat. Probably caused something to shift, or the cold weather, or hot weather, whatever. And I have to. Well, that's not good. It used to accept the tape on the second try, and now it looks like it doesn't want to. Yep, it says nope, thank you. So the motor, I don't even think the motor's even engaging, except I don't know why it won't accept. It used to. Like I said, it's probably something more than the mode switch. Maybe 12-volt fizz will comment, and you know, or maybe I could try a different tape. Hang on, I gotta catch my breath. This is what happens. So this is one of these issues where I don't like having to bend down for something like this, because I get a little lightheaded. I have to catch my breath. I'm sure I'm not the only one out there that has the issue. I could try a pre-recorded tape, but I just don't want to. I gotta assist it every time. So I don't know, maybe the grease on here dried up, thermal grease. Tape's getting a little sticky too. I wonder if it's something. Yeah, it's not even gonna accept it. Maybe I could try another tape, but guys, I just don't feel like grabbing another one right now. Sorry, I was probably pointing the camera down, not paying attention. But yeah, it's not even trying to accept it. It's just spitting it right back out. It says, nope, thank you. But something's definitely got shifted or bent. And like I said, I'm really not much of an expert on this. Respectively, I don't want to tear into this. Like I said, a 12-volt fizz would accept U.S. donations. I'll just ship this off to him. I'm gonna tell you, he's a great guy too. He'll fix anything. Cause he's a TV repairman or I forgot what he'll comment hopefully. Oh, it accepted it. Yep, and it jump scared the dog too. Well, it accepted it, but no bueno. Let's try to power it back on. Oh, and it shuts right back down. Yikes. We're probably going to get an eject code after that. Let's see. Yep, you bet. Eject T. So it did accept it for a moment, but because this unit has been, I guess, sleeping too long, it said didn't want to accept that kind. I guess I could bring my air compressor in here and try to blow it out, but it's not gonna do any good. Yeah, I probably should, because there's, see, a bunch of dog hair and whatnot on here. So let me just see if I could maybe blow this out with the air compressor, and hopefully I'll get back with you. We'll just kill power for now. This to the side. Kill power to the power strip. And then, like I said, the recorded DVD lights come on when it, yep. I don't know what that's all about. It been like that for years. So let me go hook up my air compressor, maybe blow inside, and see what happens. I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, just note to self, guys, don't buy these type of air compressors. They take too long to charge. But this is the only air compressor I have, because the old one I had, the Craftsman one I had, broke. It was half working, like it wouldn't even go up to 120 psi, it would go up to 60. So that just goes to show how they don't build stuff like they used to, is what I'm saying. Anyways, I did blow out some of this stuff. I blew around the TV. Let me actually turn the flash on so maybe everyone can maybe get an idea of what the issue might be. But you probably get a better look if I took this cabinet apart, which I really don't want to. And the head looked like it need clean there a little bit. Little, what you call it? Head's a little dirty there. I'm willing to bet maybe the grease, the dermal grease or whatever, has dried up, and that's why it's not accepting the tape or whatever. But again, I'm not really an expert on these, so I don't want to go into tearing these apart. 12-volt fits had an issue where the infrared might be no bueno, infrared lighting on it to see the tape. But like I said, it's probably the most likely going to be the mode switch, because this is very common with these units. So, whew. Alright, well, let's get power hooked back up here and we'll see what happens. Alright, well, I'm back. How to put the air compressor up. Power it back on. Oh, I just realized I left my earmuffs on, so now, yeah, forgot to put my earmuffs up. That was my fault. Let's just set that down real quick. It's a lot better. I'm blew the dust out, but it's probably still not going to make a difference. I'll probably grab a different tape, maybe a lighter tape, see what that does, but I doubt it's going to do nothing. Let's see, it's probably going to be the same result. See what happens. Nope, now it's getting even more stuck. That's nice. Nope, there it goes. Not lifting it up high enough. So yeah, something, I guess the grease or whatever on here done dried up. Now it doesn't even want to. Now, there we go. Whoops, I apologize for my language. You heard nothing there. Doesn't even want to accept it. Because on that last video I made years ago, it accepted it on the second try, and now don't even want to. Something on here is definitely done dried up. Because the last time it accepted it, made it even worse now, apparently, somehow. I was saying when the last time it accepted this tape the second try, it played. I know it played. But with it sitting on out here unused for years, it's no surprise. Just needs something on it. Just needs to clear and wait. No, that was tight. You saw that? Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't want to. Whoa. Hello. Trying to kill these flies and whatnot. I don't blame them. I would try lighter tape. I don't know, guys. Like I said, I don't really want to take this apart. Try to clean it. And I hate to put it in and it eats the tape up. Because I've been there before. I remember I don't remember what brand it was, but at my dad's trailer years ago, it was in our bedroom. We had my bedroom, I guess you could call it. Had a TV VCR combo, and the mode switch was fouled. I remember trying to either rewind search it or fast forward search it, and it ate the tape. So if you ever have a failed mode switch, note to self, don't forward search or rewind search at all while playing, that is. Oh. Heard a little motor noise, but it's going to shut off here again, I bet. Yep. So I know something's on, it's not engaged. I know it's hard to hear with this fan running. I'm sorry, guys. I'll power back on. It's going to cut off right away, I bet. Yep. Shuts off. Somebody's blowing the horn. Ejects. Doesn't even try to engage or whatever. And we're going to have a... Oh! Okay. Got a different error code this time. Eject D. Now, I tried to look this up on like Google, and I'm not finding any information of the error code letters. So we got to eject T, or I'm sorry, eject D error code this time. It was always eject T. Now we got a different one. Try it again here and see what happens. This is tight. Oh, same thing. It's probably going to shut off again. Yep. You heard the I think you probably heard the motor there a little bit. Gonna power on, cut right back off. You probably saw a little flash there. It's gonna eject. See if we get another different one this time. Yep, same thing. It's eject D. So now we're going from eject T to eject D. It used to play. I'm serious. On my other video I made about 6 years ago, it played. But when I went to stop and fast forward it, well, if you've seen the video, you will. If you watch the video, you don't know what happened. When I went to fast forward, it thought about it, shut the TV. If TV4 shuts off, and force ejects that tape really fast. That's what it did last time. But with the tape getting stuck, and I guess with the grease being all dried and what have you, I don't even think that motor, that head even turned at all. It's probably all seized up from sitting. Well, maybe it did. Or it might be the same. Guys, I don't know. Well, guys, if you have any, if you can pause and view that little screenshot, let me know, because I have no words. It used to play when accepted, but now it does, because this TV done sat for a couple years, it doesn't even want to do that kind now. With the weather changing and all that stuff, it's very hot and humid in this garage. It probably done mess something up. It's been sleeping for too long. Maybe I could try a lighter tape. I don't know, guys. I hate to put a tape in here and it eats it. That would be a fun. Yeah, you heard a little motor there. It's gonna shut off. Yep. Power back on. It's gonna shut right back off and eject. Yep. And I gotta help it too. And probably another eject D error code if I had to guess. You bet. So, like I said, we're going from eject T to eject D. Maybe I could try a lighter tape. Let me think here for a minute. Okay, got a different tape here. 8 Mile. Rated R. Sorry, I just had to reference that. Anyways, let's see if this will accept. Probably not. Oh, rental play. That's a first. And it's going to shut down. You bet. That's a first. I never seen it do rental play before. Let's see if it'll eject T error code. Oh, see, it ejects no. Dang it! Why? It ate the tape. Son of a gun. Why did I even do that? It destroyed the tape. But thankfully it was all the way rewind, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, let me figure out how to get this out, because I can't do this one-handed. Yeah. Literally ate the tape. When it said that rental play mess, I knew it wasn't going to end well. Yep. Now you know what I mean. Now I'm having flashbacks of what happened when I was a kid to a different VHS player. But like I said, not a big deal. Just, at least it wasn't like midway to the tape or whatever when this happened. Okay, let me see if, let me try to, because I didn't feel like bringing my tripod out here. Let me try to finish getting this back together. I mean, I've seen worse. I've seen worse. I'm gonna see if we can maybe get it advanced a little bit to where I can see how bad the damage is. But you can see it's not that bad. I've seen worse. Yeah, I've seen much worse. It didn't mess it up that bad. Could have been worse, but yeah. Bringing a pre-recorded tape out here, bad decision. When I saw it said that rental play, I knew something was not gonna go well. By the time I got to pull the tape out, boom. Because that made me have flashbacks of, like I mentioned earlier, the other VCR eating one of the tapes. Not this one. I was only like, what? I don't remember how old I was. I was like, at least maybe, probably somewhere right before. I know it was right before I turned 10 years old. I know that. Let's see if we got another. Oh, you know what? I killed power again because. There. See if it'll power back on again. We'll just verify the damage of the tape on a different VHS player here in a little bit. Nope, we just get a plain eject. But like I said, I'm not going to bother putting the tape back in. I don't want it. I just don't want to destroy any more tapes. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this one. At least it still works almost 6 years later, sort of. But like I said, the DVD player, it works just fine. VHS player, on the other hand, nothing but problems after first couple years. Well, anyways, that's enough for this one. I just wanted to make sure it still works. Yeah. Alright, well, at least we know it still works, so we'll kill power once again. Watch the, oh, I had my flash on, but the DVD and record lights came on. So yeah, that's enough for this one. Alright, just for craps and giggles, we'll just do damage control and see how bad this tape really is after that, you know, during the aftermath of it getting ate. This is a Sony RDR VX 560. It's a records, but it's a DVD-RW, records, you know, DVD and VHS. Missing the VHS lid cover. Well, that's because it was one of the sides on it cracked, so I just, you know, had to pull it off. It was causing the tape to get stuck in. We got power. It's a good sign. Unlike those Funai units, I've not had a single issue with the tape mode switch getting fouled. I think this is a Toshiba OEM unit. So, I do have the remote for it. This is not the original remote that came with this. My grandmother bought this for me, excuse me, from a yard sale well over 10 years ago, and it was missing the original remote. So I've ordered one off of Amazon. They have this on Amazon. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it wasn't that expensive. I would have to say it's probably like maybe $9, somewhere like that. I don't remember the price for it. All right, but just for, like I said, craps and giggles, we'll just damage control it and see how bad it was. Ooh, you heard that? Let's just rewind it a little bit. Ooh. That don't sound good. Now, I'm not going to play it too long because I don't want to get copyrighted, but let's see. Yeah, it stalled there for a second. Uh-oh. It'll clear out here, but like I said, I don't want to play this too long. Let me actually mute it. Yeah, I think the head on here has been questionable too, because see, I cleared out now. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to show it too much in case there's any copyright going on. But yeah, thankfully this didn't happen midway or at the end, midway through the tapes. That would have been bad. But yeah, as you can tell, the video heads might need a little cleaning. I mean, I've tried to clean it once, but it's, you know, but it's nearly stalled out there for a second. You probably heard it too. Well, you know what? I'll just play it one more time and get the camera up close so you can see how, really hear how bad it is. Oh, I should have showed it there, but it didn't have like white noise on it at the start of this tape. Maybe the head needed to wake back up. Oh, see, now it's clearing up. Huh. Well, this was sitting on my bed for... The last time I had this running was like, I think a couple weeks ago. I was playing an EP tape on it. Quality's starting to... I guess the quality's starting to get a little better now as it wakes up. I might... Oh, hold on, I'll get back with you on that in a second. It might actually clear itself up. It might actually unwrinkle itself. We'll play it one more time because I didn't show it last time. I should have. Oh, see now there's... Well, never mind. So it does that. Slows down a little bit and clears itself up. How about that? Yeah, like I said, it just needed a moment to, you know, refresh itself. Whatever you want to call it. Alright, that's enough of this. Let's just rewind it. So yeah, damage control is not that bad. I've seen much worse. But thankfully I didn't pull, you know, when the tape got stuck in there, thankfully I didn't pull it out aggressively. Just took my time, pull it out, getting the tape unstuck around the poles or whatever, the guides. Another thing I like about this unit, unlike the Funai units, this rewinds all the way to the start, or to the, you know, yeah, that's what I meant. But the Funai units, once it rewinds all the way, it kind of fast forwards a little bit. So the black part is past this, is what I'm saying. So, yeah, that's enough for this one. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed that video. Sorry that VHS player on that TV out there was not what it used to be almost 6 years ago. But like I said, it used to play no problem. But the thing is, I never did put a pre-recorded tape in it on that video. I just used a recordable tape. So, motor kind of slows down a little bit as it gets past the, you know, the wrinkled spots or whatever. So, but yeah, I'm just thankfully it didn't happen midway through the tape or near the end of the tape. That would not have been good. So, I mean, I don't mind if it's at the very beginning, before, you know, the previews and all that stuff. It's not that big of a deal. This is why everyone needs to make sure their tape is rewind all the way in case something like this were to happen. So, anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end off this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description for the previous video I made about, I don't know, almost 6 years ago. I got to cool down now because my whole back is covered in sweat from being out there. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Oh, and one last thing, don't forget to check out 12 volts. Oh, and one last thing, don't forget to check out 12 volts. Can't even say his name right. Oh, and one last thing, don't forget to check out 12 volt Fidge. YouTube Fidge. Ah! And one last thing, don't forget to check out 12 volts. This is just turning into a blooper now. Okay. One last thing, don't forget to check out 12 volt Fid's YouTube channel. There, I said it right. Took me a couple tries. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep that as a blooper. I don't know.